Hey, what's up, guys? It's Aaron Gabrielse here from the Innova Disc Golf Ambassadors team. I'm up here in Michigan. I figured I'd show you guys a little in the bag of what I throw in the wintertime here in Michigan. So let's see what I got. We'll do putters first. For putting, actually, first things first, you can't leave home without a towel. I always have a towel with me. Wintertime, it's to dry the disc from the snow. Summertime, it's to get dirt off and dust off. So anyways, for the putters, the first thing I'm putting with, I usually putt KC AVRs in the summertime, but in the wintertime, I'm trying out these Yeti Pros. They feel real good in the wintertime. They give you nice grip, a real nice tackiness and stiffness for the wintertime putting. So I've been putting with the Yeti Pros. The next disc, let's do putters. I throw off the tee. I throw usually 2 to 3 putters in my bag to throw off the tee. In the wintertime, I'm using this R Pro Rhino. And this is for my straight to flippy shots off the tee. I love the R Pro plastic in the summertime and the wintertime. It just flies real nice for me. The next disc I'm throwing here in the wintertime, I'm throwing a G-Star Rhino. I love the G-Star in the wintertime as well because it's real nice and bendy and it doesn't get real stiff, so you can still feel like you got a nice grip on it. But this one is a real, it just kind of goes straight and dumps, so dumps right by the basket. I love the Rhinos, R Pro, and the G-Star for the wintertime. Next for mid-ranges, I've got 3 mid-ranges in my bag for the wintertime. The flippiest I'm throwing right now is I usually throw a KC flat top rock in the summertime. It's white though, so I'm not throwing it in the snow, and I've also shattered them before in the wintertime. So I'm throwing a Star V Cobra. This kind of gives me that nice feel of a flat top rock, and it gives me it flies like a real beat-in rock to me. So in the wintertime when you're wearing lots of layers and you need to fight through those layers, this gives me a nice, real, straight, flip-up, Anheuser ride flight. So the next disc I'm throwing is a KC Pro Rock. It's a flat top. I love flat top rocks. This is my straight flyer. I can release this and it'll go straight for a ways, and then it trails off at the end. The next disc that I'm throwing is, I guess you could call this an approach disc, mid-range. I'm not sure what most people use it as. I consider it a mid-range because it goes quite a ways. It's a flat top Gator. It's a Jolly Launcher plastic. I throw this, it's kind of like a G-Star Rhino, but a little bit longer. It goes straight and then it dumps hard. So I'm loving those for the wintertime. Next we'll go to fairway drivers. My 2 fairway drivers for the wintertime, I'm using a Star T-Bird. This is 175. This is kind of just my straight, probably 320 to 350 straight, and then a little bit of hyzer at the end. I'm using a T-Bird 3 G-Star plastic. Like I said, I love the G-Star plastic for the wintertime. It gives you that nice bendy, nice feel that you can grip it in the wintertime. So this kind of flies straight, real straight, straighter than my Star T-Bird, and then just kind of slowly fades off at the end. I can pin and point with this and just go straight at it. So those are my fairway drivers. These next, I kind of consider as fairway drivers. A lot of people would think that they're actually distance drivers, but I consider them fairway drivers. And that's the Champion Firebird. This is my beat-in Champion Firebird. So this kind of goes real straight with a pretty good hyzer at the end. So if I'm wanting to go around things, right to left, I'm throwing a Firebird, Champ Firebird. This is the Lady in Blue Glow Champ Firebird, and this is a fundraiser disc we put out for the McCourty course. we sold these discs, and they helped to get us 6 new baskets at the course. So we got a run of 25 of these. I think there might still be a couple left at the Somerset Township Hall. They were selling them up there, so if you're looking for one of those, they still might have a couple. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure these are the same run as the Sexton 15s, the 2015s, because I have a Sexton 2015 and I put them next to each other and I've thrown them together and they fly exactly the same. So those are my Firebirds. Next we have distance drivers, and I've got 5 distance drivers, 7 if you include the Firebirds, but 5 ultra long distance drivers. The first one I have is the flippiest one I throw. That's a G-Star 166 weight with the under 54 stamp on it. These are the first under 54 stamps that we got, and this is the first one that I threw. So I've had this for 4 years now, 4 or 5 years. This is the 5th year I've had this. So this is my real long turnover destroyer. I can get this to hyzer flip and then glide and hyzer for a long ways. I also use it for rollers. This is the disc that I used to roll hole 2 at Flip City and got the deuce with. So that's my flippiest destroyer. My next destroyer is a Paul Macbeth Star Destroyer 175, and this one gets, with a little bit of hyzer, this one flips up and gives me that nice long big S. So if I'm going for the most air, the most distance by air, I'm throwing this because this will give me that nice real long S shot. My next destroyer is a Paul Macbeth Star Destroyer 175. This is kind of like that last destroyer, but this destroyer, it gives me a little bit tighter S's. So when I'm hyzer flipping it, it's going up, but it's not as squirrely as the last one. It kind of just, turn a little bit and then fade a little bit at the end. So this is my, when I'm kind of pinpointing with the destroyer, I throw this one here. My next destroyer is the first batch of Star Destroyers we did with the under 54 stamp. And I got a stack of these orange ones because once I threw this first one, I fell in love with it. It's a real nice straight flyer with consistent hyzer at the end, so it'll fly. This one doesn't really like to flip over at all, so I'll flip it up flat and it'll go a long ways, and then destroyer hyzer at the end. And the last long distance driver disc that I'm throwing this winter is the PD2 S-Line, and this I would consider it my most overstable destroyer. So this one is flying. This one's when I want to get around something. This one's if I got a pretty stiff head when I'm throwing this one. So if I can get on this one, go straight for a long time, and then it will dump hyzer. It'll do a real nice hyzer finish. So that's what I'm throwing. I use the small grip bag for the wintertime because when you're wearing lots of layers and you're trudging through the snow, you kind of want a little bit something lighter. But I think I'll be getting an Innova Hero Pack or some kind of Innova backpack for the future because I really like to support Innova since they've been supporting me so much. So that's what I got in the bag for the wintertime. I'll be sure and put out a summer video when summertime gets here. So yeah, thanks for watching.